Hello and welcome to another update video about the VAI Vaiot, one of the AI coins that shows some potential at least. Unfortunately, price hasn't really moved for a month or so, so it's just moving sideways in our support area. And we still have a chart. I just need to move this wave over here because it's slightly reset wave 2, circle wave 2, but nothing significant. My opinion is also here that we deal with a flat with a good likelihood. So it's just sort of delaying a little bit the breakout to the upside. But you need to understand what the key decision points are here, which divide bullish from bearish potential. Also, please understand that this is a less likely chart or a chart with less reliability because the move to the upside that occurred here, between, when was it, November basically, and the February high, I count it as a diagonal pattern. In this diagonal pattern, the subwaves are three-wave structures, and a diagonal can always just be a corrective pattern. When you have a diagonal on the chart, which is basically, you could say, an impulse with either an overlap of waves 1 and 4 or with unreliable corrective subwave structures, which this one is, then it needs to prove itself by holding the wave 2 support area. Any chart where we have a diagonal, we need to be careful. We need to be on our toes. It's a less reliable long setup and a less reliable chart than many of the other charts that we deal with. Okay, so just be aware of that. Here on the Vaiot chart, we are currently coming down. In what I believe could be either a wave 2 still in the making. So this wave 2, which I believe currently bottomed on the 10th of March, could actually still sit over here. So that we might get a reset of wave 2, or we had a 1-2 setup and this is another 1-2 setup, but then it should really move up now. So it shows a bit of a weakness. It is not really, it doesn't really show a lot of movement to the upside, and we need to be honest here because below 6.17 cents, which is this 78.6 retracement measured off the whole distance towards the wave 1 high, and these are the retracement levels. Any sustained break below that level will make any further upside extremely questionable, especially given the diagonal pattern that we had on the move up. Very, very questionable, because it is just based on experience. It's the 78.6 retracement that if any coin, any price chart breaks below that level and sustains there, which means it breaks and consolidates below it or so, it would not invalidate, but it will make any further upside very unlikely. We currently have still two possible bullish setups here. We have the possibility that we have a large 1-2 setup and then a small 1-2 setup. That's currently how I have labeled it on the chart, but I have to say very clearly to you, I don't really believe this count. I would not assume this support will hold, but it's currently a bullish structure that it still holds support for now, and because it's holding support for now, we have to treat it like that. Certainly phenomenal reward to risk from here. In this particular 1-2 setup, it needs to hold 8.3 cents, and you can see how relevant it is because a few days ago we came down here, tested the 88.7 fib level and showed a reaction, but nothing too bullish. So I wouldn't be surprised if that breaks. But if it breaks, then the 6.1 cent level will be relevant support. If that breaks, we're looking for new bear market lows. I mean, in terms of a bearish wave count, it's also very straightforward. We would have a WXY pattern here, WXY, a correction, and then this was a wave 1 down. We might now just be doing an ABC in a wave 2, and would then come down later in a 3, then there would be 4, and not into the negative, of course, but this would be the bearish structure, absolutely possible. So at the moment, it's a bit of a wait and see here. It's just moving sideways at the moment, quite trendless, and the risk of the chart is obviously higher than the one of many other charts due to the diagonal pattern that developed here, which is always a little bit less reliable. And then the problem is that this move down here, which came down the 10th of March, was very, very deep, which is also showing some weakness. So just be aware of that when you deal with this chart. One more level of support to call out here, that is the 200-day moving average highlighted here in yellow. Support here would be around 7.4 cents. Not sure if price will react to it, but it's certainly one more chance for price to find support and bounce off. All right, that's my update about Vaiot. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.